up, my people? It's your guest. Today we're talking about Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya. First of all, let's start with the Coastal Road Wahala in Lagos, Nigeria. Oshee. Let me start out by saying that while we're very happy that 50 years after it was first proposed, finally we will have a highway from Lagos to Calabar with ocean view. Oshee. However, some things are not adding up. First of all, I have never seen a country where they would commission 30 kilometers out of 700 or is it 750 kilometer road project? As in, what was that? What percentage was that? 4%. It's not even half of phase 1, which they said would be 70 kilometers. So what are we celebrating? Why are we commissioning 30 out of more than 700 kilometers? And the president was there. Governors were there. If I was the president and one minister tells me, oh, we are done with 30 kilometers out of 750 kilometers, come, let us commission, I'll be like, are you normal? Are you normal? Did you listen to yourself? Why would you commission 4% of the project? Does this mean that they will now do another commissioning when they finish another 30 kilometers? I mean, so how many commissioning altogether would we do on one road project? Above all, Nigerians have exposed that they didn't actually do 30 kilometers like they've been claiming, that they only did about 6 kilometers. I said, why is it that some people don't have the fear of God? How do you have that kind of liver to deceive people? A project that you started since March of 2024, if it has taken you more than 1 year, how many years will it take us to construct 750 kilometers? Everyone be having the fear of God. We are the only ones concerned about this, by the way. The Minister of Works, who is in charge of this project, Minister Umahi, he's very proud that it has taken them 1 year and 2 months to complete 30 kilometers. I don't get it. And more importantly, there has been reports of major land grabbing in the name of this coastal road construction. As you know by now, they are not going by the original alignment of the road. They've now routed the road through other people's lands, people who legitimately secure their land, people who got the document for the land. In fact, some of these people got documents that says that their land is not in the coastal roadway. Yet, they have now taken land from so many of these people. We've seen so many people lose their properties without compensation. We've seen videos of Nigerians in America and even African Americans who invested hoping to retire in Nigeria, and now their lands have been forcefully taken from them with no compensation. Is it that the government of Nigeria doesn't realize that you are the one demarketing the country? You are the one giving Nigeria a bad name. There are so many people abroad right now who are no longer interested in investing in Nigeria because the government can just wake up one day and decide to take your land. And there's nothing you can do. Why can't Alaji see this? Why can't Mr. President see what we are seeing? Because what we are seeing is starting to look like a seesaw. And speaking of president, move closer. What is happening in America? Ooh, father. Two powerful people are publicly fighting each other. Boy, oh boy. Me, I'm not mentioning any names, so waiting concern me. Although I can see some of you from across the screen. You think I can't see you? I can see many of you celebrating, rejoicing, saying things like, "Whoo, Father, this gladdens my spirit. This is what we prayed for." Hey, for the two enemies of progress who joined forces to cause chaos, to now fight each other. I can see you across the plasma TV. God will forgive you. I'm praying for you. All of you who are thinking like that, I am praying for you on the mountain of fire. As you guys know me, I'm very gentle. All I've been doing is praying and fasting for both parties. I said, Father. As you know, I don't meddle in other people's business, waiting concern me. But I make sure that I have been glued to Twitter. Because the thing is sweet, it's being gbas. Anyways, we are staying glued to Twitter while we pray for both parties. But guys, regardless of all the drama happening in America, if anybody is still interested in moving to the US legally and being able to work legally, today, Saturday, June 7th, I'm bringing 2 amazing immigration lawyers back on the show to enlighten you about employment-based visa options. Visiting visa is not the only way of coming to the US. There are plenty of employment-based visas that you could apply for, like L visa, O visa, R visa, E visa, EB1, EB2, H1B, and so on and so forth. These amazing women were on the show earlier this year, if you guys remember them. These attorneys will enlighten you about all these visas today. If you qualify, how you can apply for them. It will be today, 3 p.m. in New York. 8 p.m. in West Africa, 10 p.m. in East Africa, and it will be live on my YouTube channel so that you guys can ask them questions. Don't worry if you are watching this video after the live show. The video will be on my YouTube channel, so you can always go back to watch it later. Now, speaking of East Africa, guys, have you seen this video of Kenyan president? Freedom, freedom.
My daughter is married to a Nigerian. This one now, again, is married to a Nigerian. And our guys around, I don't know. Sijui wako slow ama. So we need to balance these scales. Because at this rate, we are going to have a brain drain from Kenya. I think there is something between Kenya and Nigeria. Yeah? So we should build it further.
What? My Nigerian brothers. You are doing this in Kenya as well. I thought you are only doing this in South Africa. Nah, you guys are too fast. Yeah, you are too smooth. Anyways, in 2021, the president's daughter had actually married a Nigerian as well. His name is Dr. Alexander Ezenegu, my Igbo brother. But let me help my Kenyan brothers who may be wondering why Nigerian men are so special. Take good care of your woman. You know, find a Nigerian friend that can teach you. Number 2, learn to package yourself. Nigerians are really good in packaging. We package ourselves very well, by the way. I'm only joking. Please don't mind me. Whoever you marry, make sure that it's because you love each other. So I'm only joking. But for you, Nigerian men, you guys, you are everywhere. Hopefully, the Kenyan men would also start retaliating, approaching our Nigerian women. Now, speaking of Kenya, why is the president of Tanzania deporting Kenyans? Now they are right next to each other just because they are standing in solidarity with the opposition leader in Tanzania. If you guys remember Tanzanian opposition leader Tundu Lissu, this man is the one that survived being shot 16 times in an assassination attempt in 2017. We talked about it that time outside of his home in Dodoma. Yet he survived. He's the real definition of Enitolo Nwokpa. Of course, he sustained major injuries, but he survived. So he's been calling for electoral reforms ahead of their upcoming election in October of this year, and he's demanding significant changes to the country's electoral system, which his party claims right now it is unfairly favoring the ruling party. So he's arguing that without these reforms, participating in the election would be futile. It would mean nothing because he believes that they are rigging this election. So the man has been saying no reforms, no election. In any case, that was how the president, Madam Samia Suluhu Hassan, had him arrested, charged him with treason, and even disqualified him from running in the coming election. And we were like, wait, what? Like, when did Tanzania become a dictatorship? What is happening? Anyway, so when they wanted to arraign him in court, my Kenyan people decided to go and witness his hearing. They wanted to go there in solidarity to support him. Popular Kenyan activists like Boniface and Ugandan activist Agatha, who also lives in Kenya, were there. Guess what? Both of them went missing in Tanzania for days. By the time they found them, they were battered and bruised. They had been tortured by the security forces in Tanzania. Also, a leading Kenyan lawyer who was also a former justice minister in Kenya, that is Martha Karua, was also there to support this man along with 2 of her colleagues. Can you believe that they deported them? They deported them upon landing in Tanzania. They deported her and her colleagues who went to attend the court case of the opposition leader Tundu Lissu. They deported them back to Kenya. In fact, the president of Tanzania literally now said that her security forces must not allow Kenyan activists into her country. She even called them criminals. So then Kenyans were like, you know what, that's it. We don't vex. I think Kenyans got really upset. So they took to Twitter, X, to lambast Tanzanian president. And in fact, popular Kenyan comedians started making skits on TikTok, making fun of the Tanzanian president, calling her a dictator. But not just that, we woke up one day and the official Twitter account of the Tanzanian police forces announced that the Tanzanian president had passed away, that she was dead. Guys, later the police said, our account was hacked by external forces. It was hacked by external forces. And so some people believe that it was the work of Kenyans as a retaliation for deporting their activists. The hackers also targeted the YouTube channel of Tanzania Revenue Authority. So in retaliation to all of this, the Tanzanian president, Madam, decided to block access to Twitter in her own country. Honestly, this is sad. It is sad to watch Tanzania doing this to that opposition leader, as well as doing this to their neighbors for standing with the opposition leader who is being oppressed. Tundu shouldn't even be arrested at all for calling for electoral reforms in the first place. It is common sense. And how do you disqualify him for running for election? That's so unfair. Meanwhile, election is coming up on the 28th of October. We'll keep you guys posted. And what do you guys think about the role that Kenyans have played about what is happening in Tanzania? Personally, I really appreciate Kenyans for not keeping quiet, for not looking away, for not saying, well, that doesn't concern us, it's not our country. Even though it's neighboring country, I truly appreciate Kenyans for advocating for justice for this man, for not looking away. Honestly, let me know what you guys think about what Kenyans have done. And if you are a Nigerian and you're watching this, would you want Nigeria to also fight for justice in other countries? A lot is happening around us, but because of all the drama that is happening in our own country, we are not even aware of what is happening around us. It is very, very sad. So let me know what you guys think about this. You work so hard for your money. You are working daytime, nighttime, part-time, and overtime. So every dollar should count. Some money transfer apps, they offer poor exchange rate. So your loved ones get way less than you intended. And you just keep sending more money. No big you be that. I beg, that is why I use Lemfile. I work way too hard for my money than to use an app with poor exchange rate. Use Lemfi so you can get more for every dollar. My dear, use your HQ. Download Lemfi today so you can start sending smarter. Thank me later. Now, a quick reminder that this necklace is from Ice and Gold and it is only $59. And don't forget that if you use my name Adela as promo code, you get 10% off of everything on their website. If you go on their website right now, all the jewelry, they all come with 1-year warranty, by the way. All of them, you will get 10% off if you use my name Adela as promo code. And of course, my ring is also from Ice and Gold, only $5.99. This is a really beautiful wedding ring. If you're thinking about proposing to your spouse or you want to upgrade your madam's ring, you know, this is a really good ring, only $5.99. And with that promo code, you will be getting 10% off of the price. So check them out. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. All right, y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, I'm going to see you later. Peace out.